The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off play action. Richardson. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They go play action with Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Browns had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8. Young working out of the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Look at this Browns defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's Young off play action.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Barry, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready?
And again, it's Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Let's go now.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Okay,
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Martin Emerson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Powers through it, and running with power here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Play action. Now Richardson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Butker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A first down throw for Young. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two,
and it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Start.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Go street.
In motion right, that's Collins.
Check, smash,
They'll send a
check,
receiver
smash.
in motion to the left.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd down and 1.
Rig alert,
They'll send the
rig
tight
alert.
end in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Tempo, 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 tempo. Hut, hut.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60
Richardson going to change the play here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage
yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Here Richardson yet again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half, Young. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert it. It'll be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave from 10 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. In motion right is Addison. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Richardson's and the throw here caught by Addison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Richardson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Collins. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Richardson going to move him around.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Here's Richardson. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits
the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Let's go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go.
Richardson looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, right side. Barry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Young. Got Dobbs over the middle. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive line.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quickly to Addison here.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Riggs.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Hurt. 19 Lions.
Now Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Go street. 18 Rattler.
Richardson to throw it. He's on his way. He'll have the 1st down and more than that.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Check smash. Check smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, some strong running. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's all come down to this for Anders Carlson. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the right hash, this for the win. Just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther Street. Panther 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here's Richardson. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So in a teaching moment here, overtime. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
tight situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Third and 8. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Great coverage there all around. He didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a give right side. It's Barry, and they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they changed. A touchdown, you win it right then and there. You kick the field goal, they have a chance to retaliate. They didn't want that, obviously.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And
he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me.